Trade in your favorite Dota 2 and CSGO skins. Again, that's skin coin. The draft underway here now for this game 1 of our best of 3. We have an Ancient Apparition first pick, Faceless Void, Nyx Assassin response, but yet again we get an early Chaos Knight pick. This hero just continues to show more and more within this event, especially here, Zero. If you're there,
I am sort.
We got Chaos Knight.
We do.
We got some Chaos Knight action, and we saw him plenty in the previous series, and it's so far back now. But I want to say in the first series, again, Kinguin took out what was Mouse Sports there, 2-1, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, Exotic definitely had at least a game on Chaos Knight, if not, honestly. They too like the hero.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the Void on the other side with
10 seconds.
Radiant's turn to bow.
I'm curious how this panned out in the later game. I mean, Kurt can kind of work backward, catch a couple allies.
Yeah, it's a little dangerous for that purpose too. Sorry guys, I'm updating the odds right. They ended up switching sides.
10 seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, so the final, or the fourth band's coming out now. Effect taking out Viper. You got Darks here. Taken away by Kinguin.
Dire's ban now.
There's Awkward.
I'm wondering if we're going to see an Earthshaker out of Kinguin here with this kind of lineup. You don't have a Faceless Void to set up your AA, so it kind of moves Nyx and Earthshaker way up on the tier list. Both of those can do very, very well with it. Both still sitting there wide open.
They are. So Effect's been a pretty impressive team, honestly. It's, again, they had to qualify.
Dire's turn to pick.
Skywrath Mage.
Seconds.
5 seconds remaining.
Where there's at least 1 or 2 heroes that's like, all right, we got this one in this game. In this case, it's a Skywrath Mage.
Yeah, that's Skywrath's really interesting. Generally seen as fairly weak into CK, so it's definitely going to be interesting. There's the Earthshaker like I was talking about. Just a good control option when you have an AA. It is squishy. I mean, if CK gets even the main hero on top of him, he can one-shot it. So it's just risky. Mag can shore up some of Faceless Void's weaknesses here, though. Get him going on the farm, and provides you a little bit of cleave damage as well. This lineup's just interesting out of Effect. The Skywrath just looks so out of place. Unless it's a mid-Sky, and I don't foresee that happening.
5 seconds remaining.
It could be a mid-Sky. I mean, they still need their mid-hero, so that's potentially there. But yeah, if you're going to pick up the support Skywrath Mage, perhaps, why would you do it, I guess is the obvious question. And then off the bat, what I can think about is you want a support that can
you just dump the R into Chrono. That does a billion damage.
Exactly. The Mystic Flare there. You also, the Silence, the Ancient Seal Silence is really strong against certain heroes.
There's just other heroes that can the same thing, though. There's other heroes that can do damage in Chronosphere, and they're not Skywrath. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see a Skywrath.
But it's that classic case of there's a reason he's not picked up a lot.
Yeah.
Well, we get to see him here. What role he's going to be in, still not 100% determined, but...
Like, it's interesting, because Skywrath ult splits the damage across all the heroes in the AoE, but it doesn't do anything to illusions. So it's going to do full damage to CK if they can stun the CK and he chucks it into a whole army of CK illusions. But it's just flat damage, it's not percentage based, it's nothing like that. So as CK scales up and gets tankier, it's just going to get harder and harder.
Wow, that's a lot of physical threat coming out. They throw TA in there now. For for Kinguin's lineup, so
This is where they just pug them inside of effect.
10 seconds.
Pugna option.
Be alright.
5 seconds remaining.
Pretty good value here. Let's see if that gets banned out or not. If you're a Kinguin, definitely wouldn't be surprised to see that as an option. So,
You know what I actually own here? Mid Leshrac.
okay.
Like, not even kidding. It's seen play. There was 1 or 2 games in Southeast Asia it did get picked up. And, it's still got some teeth to it. It struggles to win the game, but it gets you ahead in the game.
We did see it. We saw Leshrac earlier, actually. It's funny you bring up that hero. In our first series, it was a support Leshrac in the end, and it failed horribly, and the lineup just fell apart. But we did actually see that hero.
Dire's turn to
But,
pick.
I'm also wondering if something like a Jakiro could be an option for effect here. Good against TA with the refraction,
Yeah.
fire.
No, it'd be very good. I mean, no matter how you swing this, effect probably doesn't win the late game. Now that's going to be like an aggro tri-lane with the Ursa or with the CK, leaving the other one solo safe. They'll probably leave Ursa against Mag and then run an aggro tri. That's
10
yeah.
seconds.
Effect doesn't win the late game no matter what they do. So I think they need to pick to win lanes, pick to win tempo.
5 seconds remaining.
Pugna still seems like a good pick here, right? Like, I don't think Ursa changes that
Jakiro
idea.
both. Yeah, I'm okay with either of them.
So, you mentioned possibly like an aggressive trial with like the Chaos Center or the Ursa, but what about a support Chaos Knight now?
It could be. What if
And
effect just okay? So if effect runs mid mag and runs offlane void, they could jam a Sven in here. Warcry just seems so good this game. Like, I'm pretty sure you just
Yeah.
win a team fight if you Warcry like your whole team prior to the initiation.
It was a 20 armor at level 4 plus the movement speed you get, so that does sound pretty damn strong actually. Things like bucklers, just casual bucklers, this could potentially be pretty strong even.
Well, and it does very well into Chaos Knight with all that cleave damage, all that armor, so he can't really get one shot. I actually really like it. It is going to be a Jakiro though. They can't lose lanes. If they lose more than the lane the AA is in, I don't even see how they come back into this game.
All right, who was that guy in chat trying to tell us how to pronounce his name? Is it Kasor? Who's saying Kasor? I think it was Kasor was how he was technically suggesting is how it should be pronounced. But it's important to bring that out because Kasor is playing the Chaos Knight right now, and he is their 4-position support player. Patos is their offlaner, so it looks like they are going to be running the support Chaos Knight.
Oh
Instead. So got that. I've heard about the idea of it and how it's. I mean, it seems like it makes sense, right? Like his skill set's great for the potential, the Chaos Bolt
Except
and the
his
Reality
skills
Rift.
cost 1 billion mana.
Get some mangoes early on. You're fine.
I mean, that's what Fluff and stuff tried to do. He bought 5 mangoes and a courier to start the game the last time he tried it.
I don't know about 5 mangoes, but
It was pretty funny. He used 4 of the 5 in the first like 4 minutes too. It is going to be 1 mango, 1 lace, couple clarities.
Yeah, so expecting him to move early on. But we do see the Jakiro again in F9's their mid player. He is sure enough playing it here. So again, liking the idea of the matchup against TA and the Ice Path, the Macro Pyre. The skill set of Jakiro does feel like it's going to be really strong in this game. Goes back to the lineup of Kinguin, and they are melee, not really melee heavy necessarily. TA of course ranged, but Jakiros don't want to run at you, and Jakiro ideally prevents that from happening effectively here. So
I just feel like Purple's name is how like a 2 or 3 year old would say Afro Ninja. It's an Afro Ninja.
When I first saw this team, I think I did call him that, just thinking it was it. And then I realized there's no R, definitely not Ninja. Afro Ninja. That's what I go with at least.
Ninja?
I mean, we could just make that a thing, like right now, just be like,
Just
all right,
start calling
we're
him
just
Afro
gonna
Ninja?
Afro Ninja. I mean, that's official now.
did just post that he's no longer with Digital Chaos, and neither are two other players. At the moment, they have Abed and Bloba on their rosters. The only two people, and we are 7 hours now from roster lock. It was 8 hours and 19 minutes when I looked before. 4 hours and 49 minutes now.
Mentioned that actually, Team Tuho announced their disbandment earlier today. My boys, no longer. Sania and Mickey. We'll see where they end up. That whole crew there. You got Demon, of course, Garter, and Koikfa. All very, definitely named players there. And I would not be surprised to see them kind of sneaking into some other teams as that roster lock situation takes place. But yeah, you're right with the DC situation. That's one that I can't say I'm too surprised, but at the same time, it is a little surprising because where are they going to go now, right? Like, how do you...
But what is there to go for? They didn't make a qualifier. If you don't make a single tournament, your next 2 months are wide open anyway, and that's basically roster lock time. And Valve still hasn't really specified what the roster locks actually do this time around, since your invites to qualifiers aren't anything to do with it. I don't know. I don't get the point of the roster locks right now.
It does feel a little out of place. That's a discussion for something else. Something like a podcast show that's every Friday called DOTA2, that you can check out on defenseofthepatients.com maybe.
Man, those guys are smart.
That's
I like
discussion for another time. Great guys there. Especially, this last week's show where I heard something about PPD being on and had a discussion with him about recent stuff. Pretty good stuff.
Sell out.
There's a Z-Rock guy. Oh, just, yeah. Is what I'm casting here. Anyways. A lot of pinging going on here in the middle.
They saw the ward getting placed.
Who did, though? Kinguin saw it, I think?
Dire, yeah, Kinguin saw the radiant ward.
Yeah, theirs was placed first. See that there?
And we're
Rune situation gonna be even. Chaos Knight, man. This is a support Chaos Knight. After all these carry Chaos Knights we've been seeing, really have to remind ourselves. Gonna block out Jakiro, and just have to remind ourselves that this is a mid Jakiro, by the way.
It's not gonna go well though.
It's not gonna go
Skyrath
well.
puts out a ton of damage.
Down goes Chaos Knight, half a knight. She's gonna walk it off. It's not gonna be enough damage to the final auto attack, and AA's now in trouble. The courier's coming to kill the courier at least. Oh, he kills Jakiro!
Why did he walk back in?
Went back in. No, the greed is real. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have done that. Although maybe, hear me out. Did he want to die? Was that possible?
Not to a hero. There's neutral spawning in 5 seconds.
That's a long resurrection. I don't know. I think he might have been going back for the courier because the courier was delivering to him. So he just kind of didn't think that one through, though. Anyways, we're back in the middle lane now. 2-1 start for
Skyrath is going to be super happy getting that too. That's going to be more than likely a full extra null talisman, which just jacks up his damage in the early game.
No.
Middle lane. Yeah, Nick's assassin tapping around. Dire side, they did eventually counter that war that they were spam pinging earlier. They're behind, by the way. The courier, whew, the courier's on the run. Chaos Knight was trying to pick it off. We have what's like a try versus try lane middle here. I guess do over here. Jakiro at the tower. Cold feet, it's going to proc, and he's dead here. K-Sor, gets credit for the kill on the Chaos Knight here, but now he's going to be stunned up by the Impale.
It's better than Windlace, but he's going to deny? Not going to deny?
Oh man, he's too fast. Too fast. He's dead.
They're the exact same move speeds, so going around a corner is how you die there.
Alright, 3-2 start now. Definitely not afraid to have action here in this game, that's for sure. Good start. Assassin, Jizverim, wrap around the middle lane. Can they really take up Templar Assassin here? Refraction level 2 is ready. As we mentioned, they can take it off pretty well. Liquid Fire wore off though. There, it's reapplied. The refraction goes down, but he is going to barely survive.
Got him with the fire breath though. Is it enough? No, it's not.
What is going on in this middle lane, man? Jesus. 2 for 1 there. Like,
oh, he's going to go for the Q snipe.
Kills.
Refraction came back up. Feels bad. This is so bloody.
Kills.
And just like that, we're back to a basically even game. So, taking a second away from mid here. So the way he should do fairly well into this Earthshaker, he just time walks off every time he gets thwacked by a W from Earthshaker. Exotic Deer should be able to handle himself just fine in this top lane. Mag can't even really come to lane. I do like what Mag did here though. He grabbed an entire wave of creeps and ran them to the neutrals, so he's getting double benefit with the farm.
Really not.
Casts are so deep.
Yeah, this is ballsy. I mean, they don't know he's here. They don't see him at least. Put down by Skywrath Mage as they go on. Jakiro again, the cold feet procs, and again he's probably gonna die. No, the stun for the Impale at the last second keeps him alive a little bit longer. They do run him down though, but now Niche did he get overcommitted? Probably. He'll fall. Skywrath Mage gets credit for that one.
Guy's 4-0.
It is 4-1 even. Game already has one double count plus win. Hell, maybe you go for another. Get the full Veil of Discord here at this rate. Early on in the game.
Who was it?
Pretty good item on him.
Big Bad Bird, a player from the old Team Freedom roster, used to go 5 mantles and then just pound people out in mid lane with Qs and then just go die to Ancients over and over. Even with the longer respawn time, he's like, it's still actually worth it. The pressure you put out is just so much.
It's insane. Just spam damage and then kill reset. That would be an interesting strategy. Chaos Knight, meanwhile, is dealing with Magnus over here.
He's gonna kill Earthshaker bottom too.
You're right. Not enough for the turn. Our Zeke, though, is gonna fall, and that is a lot of gold for Elsa. Stopping that bounty, 450 gold essentially. 6 hero kills. 5 minutes into this game. I don't even know what to make of it. I guess Ursa is just kind of just quietly. Not often Ursa's the quiet one, but farming the top lane. Got phase boots coming. I almost wanted to see like phase boots and then roam mid, like get involved in this action.
It's another kill on the PhD. You're down. Here comes Sky.
Got one of those supports. Impale will miss.
It doesn't matter.
Not indeed. Another one comes out and boop.
Ooh, the one.
Oh,
the one.
Just enough. Down to 15 life. Alright, he lives. Pop the shrine. Yeah, Ancient Apparition's almost level 5 himself.
Yeah,
so
he has been the huge benefactor here. He's the one not dying in most of these engagements, getting a bunch of kills. He's gonna be 6 super fast.
Faceless Void in animation right there of the time walk. Just not enough, though. If he gets that off, he definitely lives.
Very heads up build here from Earthshaker, getting 3 points in Aftershock, so he has enough to chain his spells and can actually keep Void stunned for a whole time walk. That's very, very important.
Paying off there for Patos.
They're trying to bring
Jakiro again. This is supposed to be a core Jakiro. So far, the only farm, though, is not really showing that. He's 19-9. He's died 5 times? Really?
Yeah, he's died every time they've rotated.
I knew he died a lot. I did not expect to see a number 5 up there.
And if you look at his counterpart, Nisha, he's only fallen once. His supports have died a lot around him, but he's still doing okay.
So Ursa, though, Mask of Madness is actually queued up. Interesting. And there's such good value on the side. And by the way, they find Magnus. Skewer, is that going to even matter? Yes, it will. Out of range. That'll attack, not enough to kill him. Magnus survives.
This roaming duo is actually working really well with the CK and the AA. Chilling Touch being enough damage to supplement the kill, and Reality Rift doing a cool thing where you can keep them in cold feet long enough to proc it, like guaranteed. The one issue they've got here, though, is Chaos Knight's got to find a way to keep mana regen coming in. He can't buy mangoes the entire game. So he is going to be picking up a rain drop that will help a little bit. I was kind of wondering if he wouldn't just bank and go straight Arcane Boots.
Yeah, that's true. That could definitely still be an option, if anything, but it's more stat-based early on. You mentioned the infused raindrop here, mana regen. Going to be nice to have. Yeah, again, Ursa going the Mask of Madness here. For his first choice. Not going to be rushing the blink or anything like that.
I like it better than Vlad's Rush. I think it just does a lot more. It's going to enable him to take Roshan whenever he wants, which is going to be super important. Like, he didn't go many points in Earthshock because it's just not being contested in lane, which means his Roshan soloing potential is online as soon as he gets the Mask of Death.
Skywrath is level 4 here, has Ancient Seal now. Silence, you know, I guess on like a Chaos Knight it potentially could be decent here, especially for a roaming Chaos Knight.
Stopping another cast of Refraction can be super important too.
True. That's a long silence as well, isn't it? Level 1 is 3 seconds, all the way up to 6 seconds. And oh, by the way, it increases magic damage taken. Jakiro will definitely like. And I guess even Bash procs technically faces Void.
Bash procs in Chrono especially. That does a lot of damage.
Yeah. His own Mask of Madness is looking pretty good, so yeah, Sadoi's been also quietly doing very well. Obviously, he did die the one time we caught that, but overall, very good farm on him. Going to be just a little bit quicker getting the Mask of Madness than the Ursa. Ursa went full boots, though.
Dire's middle tower
Faceless Void did not.
drowning.
Sitting on the brown boots here. So yeah, I'm really curious to see the build of Chaos Knight, both in items as well as even the talent tree. As mentioned, you could definitely get talents like the 8 intelligence off the bat to really help with that mana pool. Roaming here. Bottom. They're smoked up down here. I don't think they have enough locked in with these two. Maybe a TP and
they have Echo and AOL. They have plenty of damage.
Pull him in. Echo. Not even necessary. You're right. They easily have enough.
Yeah, they didn't need CK at all. Like, the only reason they wanted CK was so that you could get in range to Echo if you had to. Otherwise, if you had to Fisher from the back and then run in an Echo, there's a chance it gets time walk off.
So no Echo Slam needed, though. Kassor is going to roll into the middle lane. Going on to Skywrath. Going to be stunned first by the Impale. Reality Rift will be out of range now. Has to turn around. Stampeding in his mag. There's the RP. He whipped. He whipped. Batel still made a fallen though. Maybe not a stun. He's going to burn just a little bit too much stuff from Jakiro. But yeah, the RP. So, I mean, I guess technically that's what they wanted with anyway. So they get the kill, but... Desperate RP right there.
Yeah, that was very ambitious. He was well outside of the range. And again, Ursa just making zero attempt to join in on this.
Gold and sweet.
Nah, he's farming, man. That's what Ursas do.
To be fair, he's doing it pretty efficiently. Stacked up hard camp.
Oh, he thought Skywrath was coming in.
There's been so much chaos on this mid lane. Look at what it's done for TA's ancient camps, though. He's always had supports around to stack for him. I mean, these are large stacks for 11 minutes into a game. You get a triple on bottom, you have a quad on top.
TA doing that bottom right now. Working towards a Desolator. Always interesting to see the TA's options here. It's the Blink or the Desolator. It's like whatever one they do. And in this game, Desolator is going to be the choice. Or TA.
Yasha. Like, it's just whatever your most stat efficient damage item is. For a while it was drums, then it was Yasha. Now we're kind of back to just raw damage with Deso.
Top tower needs some friends.
Same as you, Time Hunter.
No longer increases bash damage. That's not what we were suggesting, bro.
Is under attack.
But that's good to know.
Are fortified.
I was gonna say that. Oh yeah, the 3-man gang. Speaking of Faceless Void, it's the same 3 heroes. They roam into the jungle with the smoke and they find him and easy kill. Chaos Knight. He's level 6, but no Phantasm. Of course, being the roaming Chaos Knight. And now just the Chaos Bolt and Reality Rift here. The double damage behind.
So instead of getting Arcanes, he's just going to keep a rain drop on him, hopefully at all times, and then just go in Medallion for that mana regen. There's the Chrono.
There it is, the Mystic Flare on top. They're going to definitely get Ancient Apparition. Chaos Knight should fall as well. Bash proc helping with that, so great response there from Effect. And now Sonic Tear is like, all right, hug me.
That's a very painful
first
hug.
down Faceless. That's a very
And a DDTA is really trying to find somebody here.
Structures are fortified.
Not gonna happen. Shieldport top instead. As Jakiro was causing issue at the tower. Jakiro does have enough farm early on to finish off the Veil of Discord at least. Gonna join back with the team. Faceless just when you think, alright, these are fine. One dying to the Ursa right after. That blink for Ursa is getting close to being finished now. That with the Mask of Madness, this is going to be a very hard time, but he's not even top farm. It goes back to TA, just doing these massive stacks here as we're getting at. The Desolator's almost finished, man. That is going to be insane damage at this point of the game.
Yeah, and with that, the Earthshaker's blink timing, he's going to have it at like right around 14:30. That's super fast, and it's going to pair really well with that Desolate on TA.
Oh, Assassin's picking the damage. That comes out. There's an RP. Hits a couple. Skewers him in. Not really any follow-up, though. In fact, almost helped him, you could argue. Ursa's like, thank you.
Double kill.
Runs a little bit closer. Double kill for Exotic Deer, yeah. So really unfortunate game for the Magnus so far.
Dire's bottom tower won't last
Hero
long.
again just continues the split push idea. Add a tier 2 tower. Castler, though, will port in and push out the creep wave as much as he can. Earthshaker already has a blink, too. Just got that. Versus going to have his in a second. And TA, you know it's going to be coming as well very shortly after this. Desolator pick up here. Oh, they catch Jakiro. Showing off the blink for this. He has an Echo Slam. Nice hits, Echo. Just out of range. Just out of range. Haste Rune. No, he's
no.
No! Worst case scenario. He blinks in, but I don't think, unless the hero blocks, man. Oh my god. They actually got that. Yeah. Patos, I understand what he was thinking, but just out of range.
Yeah, he saw the haste rune and he panicked. His blink was going to be up shortly enough that he could have still blink echoed after the haste rune, but wanted to try to squeeze the damage in with the ult still on Jakiro there. Just an unfortunate turn of events.
Chaos Knight. Probably dead. Just trying to do a little bit of farm in the middle lane. Medallion queued up for him, but now that Desolator finish, he opens on with a spiked Carapace. Pops the Refraction though, and that's going to be a couple hits later. A dead Nyx Assassin. Ursa, he goes and does the bear hug on the Skywrath Mage. Backrock off the back for Sonoe though with the Chrono Spear. The Enrage up, now it's off though. Macro Fire, Shockwave through, and Exotic Deer will go down, so pretty big Chrono Spear there. Skewer backwards, TA, Refraction put up again. Trying to drop Jakiro if anything, Meld auto attack. It's not enough initially. The Ice Path catching her Nisha. The trap, Nisha's really chasing right here. Maybe get a bash. Don't even need it. They do kill Jakiro. But the eventual death onto TA. So Kinguin going a little deep there. In fact, responding well.
Yeah, very, very well. I thought that was going to be terrible for them there, and Jakiro just putting out so much damage in that chrono. I didn't think they were going to bring Ursa down in that, and then it would have just snowballed so badly.
Thought it might have been level 2 Macro Fire even for a second, but no. This was a level 1, even at level 12, but Villa Discord on top of that too, you have to remember. So that amped the damage a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure did have enough.
Dire's middle tower is under
Faceless Void, Yasha just finished. Going to be going for the full Manta
Radiant's
next.
bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
See his own Diffusal coming out after.
Yeah, you almost have to go that build when you have a mag. Just get as much base damage as you can so it gets empowered. They have a sentry here. They're gonna see King R.
Start, although the spike here face, the RP catches the 2 cores. The skewered backward Faceless Void went in though. It's a little bit awkward, but the macro, oh my god, did they melt ever. On top of that macro higher Ice Blast. Nice path. Hey, you get the point. Chaos Knight.
Oh, we got a new urn.
Is that dead?
It's enough.
Can you?
You can't deny urn.
Okay. Just making sure you knew that.
My mechanics are pretty rusty at times.
Mine never are. That's 3 kills though. Now that was the God RP that they can ask for, or hope for even.
Yeah, totally bailing the Nyx out of trouble there.
It was a little awkward again with the Faceless Void jumping in as the RP hit, but Jakiro, that damage coming out. The breath, the ice path, which he maxed out. I'm pretty sure he maxed out ice path first, by the way.
No. He maxed liquid fire.
Did he not?
He was 224 at level 8.
Oh, okay. Well, he has it now maxed out, so obviously a long duration. Yeah, nice assistant for such a situation there. And that did seem like Kinguin's like, we have a great Roshan team. Let's just do a free Roshan kill. Okay, let's go Magnus. Nice blast comes flying in late. So supposed to do that. Just in case. But yeah, that seemed like Kinguin really figuring, all right, let's just kill Roshan quickly because of our lineup. But the effect really was right on top of it. Right?
Yeah, the timing was just so good there. Like, Nyx actually showing himself there probably stopped the Roshan from just being taken. If they just ignored Nyx, they probably burn it down.
Radiant scum denied their bottom tower.
Faceless Void unites the bottom tower. There's Shaker nearby.
Radiant's middle tower is
TA
under
coming
attack.
in. Faceless Void. Just not going to go further. Ports out.
They actually put Roshan in negative armor if they all use their abilities.
You know, they kill this Roshan very quickly. Question there. Can they really do it? But if you're infect, obviously they're aware of that, so they're doing a good job of at least keeping information on the area.
Scanning for enemies.
Ooh, Dire scan Skyrath coming up here. So Ursa, that actually gives them the cue to fall back. If they don't hit that scan, I wonder if he falls back there. Probably not.
It's a big ward find there from Skyrath, getting the ward that was getting all the vision, figuring out where the roams were coming in.
Pushed Chaos Knight, pops the Phantasm. Gonna use it to push out this middle a little bit, has the full medallion, working on the Solar Crest, of course. As a follow-up item, TA has the Blink Dagger coming out now. Pretty expected stuff here from TA as far as the start goes. Where does TA go from here? This is where it starts to vary a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta feel like BKB on our minds. There's just so much magic damage coming out, but if they open with an RP or they open with a chrono and you don't get it off, you're dead anyway. There's not really a lot of comeback potential, so it's gonna be a little rough. This next item is gonna mean a lot.
Diffusal queued out for Faceless Void, as expected there to go with the Manta Style. Skyrath Mage is coming bottom lane. They know Earthshaker's in the area. In fact, they're going to find him here. Ice Path is just out of range, but the tail will hit. Here's Skyrath. Throws in the Ancient Seal. Aphonite. There's a last hit right there, so good find by them. Over here, Magnus.
Radiant face.
Still running away. Run into him. He goes in for the RP. Okay, he's going to bring in the Chaos Knight. Kind of reality ripped away, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, he saw an opening and he just took it. It's like, guys, I got somebody, come.
Reminder though, that's just a support Chaos Knight.
Invisibility.
Still. Figured the value was there, I guess. And for right now, you got both the cores of Ursa and TA just continuing to farm
is under pressure.
more, not really looking to make any plays happen right now. It feels weird because those blinks came out all in succession for Kinguin, yet they're really not going with them, right? Like things have almost slowing down a little bit, and they're constantly spreading out and farming. It feels like.
Yeah, it's been a little odd. I think they got a little gun shy after they lost the fighter on the Rush Pit. They're just playing real safe right now, not really making any aggressive moves. And normally they'd be out farming the Faceless Void, with TA especially. But with Empower being on him, he's keeping pace very, very well in this game. Like, they're feeling like they can just avoid all game, that their late game skill is better. They're just, you know, we can do this if we just go till 50, 60 minutes.
Is about to take the plunge.
Find the Jakiro. Uphill at time. Spots him, can they react though? Reality Rift full, and there's the Echo slamming. Down goes Jakiro. This is the Carapace. Open for Kingar with the Shrine Pop, but the auto attacks eventually going to be too much, and Chaos Knight finishes the job. Now they go into Roshan feeling a little more comfortable here.
Sadoy just walks past AA. That was odd. He must have been shopping or something, because then he time walked back in towards him.
God, that Roshan just died so fast. Very, very good Roshan team. So AA, he eventually just walks away. And he's fine there, but a couple of picks that Kinguin was looking for. So they smoke up. They make use of said blink daggers. They're going to get the mid tower on top of that, and almost like they heard that or heard us here, Z-Rock, and like, all right, fine.
You want action? We'll give you action.
It worked. 3,200 gold on TA also. Oh, he might just go for the BKB first now instead. He also does have diffuser.
Yeah, I mean, the thought process on BKB is just always, do you feel like you have to buy it now, or can you get one more item and then still get to it before the game changes? And they're feeling pretty good right now. They just took the Roshan, so maybe look to go for the defusal. Like, you want to get BKB as late as you can. You just don't want to lose because you didn't buy it.
Yeah, with the way he's sitting on now, 4,000 gold, almost leads me to believe that may be the case.
Just go Radiance.
Yeah, sure. Radiance. BKB finished on Ursa. Now, I will say, if Kinguin gets involved in a fight here with TA sitting on 4,300 gold, I feel a little unfortunate. But the way things are looking,
Beck's gonna try to just trade.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
one attack, there you go.
Dire's top tower is gone.
I would expect, I'd expect them to keep going. They have all of their ults up. Yes, the Dire squad pushes faster than you, but you really don't want to fight into the Aegis anyway.
Alright, TA did buy the defusal. BKB is finished on Ursa. Going for the overpower. Trying to find somebody in the middle lane. Or Shaker. Hunting, but whoever that was, it looks like it was Agnes. He actually skewers out even. They're chasing after him, so he gets away. And he'll be fine. Yeah, Magnus, look at his performance. Light is thrown in there. Actually has a Shadow Blade now coming. You see. Faceless Void, his own BKB. Up here. Just scouting. Has the Skywrath mage up here as well. I don't know if you can kill TA though by themselves.
Definitely can't kill Aegis. Oh, right on top of him.
Yep. You have Dust and the TA trap right there. Alright, so they get the kill.
Man, watching a TA this far ahead, it literally is just a delete button. One CC on anyone and you just die.
He's level 20, but you are right. Faceless Void is definitely keeping up, and you got to think in power for that. No doubt here.
Radiant's top tower.
This is generally like an Agi carries spike. They got their Manta Diffuse done. This is when they do the most damage until much, much later. So I'm a bit surprised the fact isn't trying to force the issue more and get use out of this RP and this chrono. I know there's an Aegis on the other side, but if you kill everyone else, you can always control the one person left.
Middle tower is drowning.
At last.
You see the top tier 1 going down. As TA pushes in there. There's Shaker. Forest staff now. Working on the heals. Ursa, you're gonna go the BKB Ags rep. See this from time to time. Just really maximize that enrage, and also the idea that you just can't do anything to the Ursa with both.
Yeah, the issue with that build though is if you get kited, it doesn't stop 4 steps from just pushing him away. King R caught again by a sentry.
Yep, sentry right on top of the shrine there. Oh, you are right. So going to be relying quite a bit on his supporting cast to assist there. Comes to sticking on people. But TA, man, a BKB's now even coming out, so he has both of those items that we were mentioning. Gonna be next in line for him. And they're now pressuring the tier 2 middle lane. Aegis on for a little bit longer.
Be careful though. Only about another 15 seconds. And if Effect wants to go on this, they can time it right.
can tell they're grouping up as if they're ready to fight even. Got level 3 macro fire ready for Jakiro. And there's the Aegis despawn. That'll definitely be the cue to fall back. Very likely wait for another rook. With how fast they do it. Almost seems silly for kinguin not to. They're definitely not in a hurry to make something happen, but as you're saying, if you're the Radiant side, the spike of Faceless Void with the items that he has, and here we go. They're gonna try. Smoke up, definitely we're not seen here. I don't believe they were at least. I think they're on the other.
Radiants are scanning for enemies.
Hero will push out the middle. I mean, he's using spells there.
That's gonna give away, yeah, that gives away the smoke though.
Yeah.
Because that ward there saw that he should have been seen. So they definitely know.
Well, they are going to catch up to Ancient Apparition at least. We'll get one thing out of it, but maybe more? Ooh, Magnus almost got TA. That would have been the prime target. But TA's a little bit too quick.
Yeah, they just need to leverage this into objectives.
Tier 2, that's an objective. Injection.
Ooh, if they get Earthshaker here, they should feel totally content taking whatever fight. They could potentially break the base if they get the Earthshaker.
Assassin was setting up, but Earthshaker going a little bit too far to the right.
Mag's gonna go ham here.
Fast back, RP, here we go, kill TA.
He missed
the name of the game, no
flare.
buyback. Miss the flare, doesn't matter, 75 seconds. He's dead.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
That's the opening we're hoping for. They still have Chronosphere as well.
Yeah, they still got to be a little scared though because they know Echo and AO's up, so that's need to hold them off the base right now. They'll probably poke at it, but I can't imagine any sort of commitment unless they catch a Chrono.
Hero, good for that poking. By that liquid fire. Burn down the tower. They catch the phantasms of Chaos Knight.
Great Dota mechanic, wonderful.
Radiant's bottom tower faces
fall back, but find more time, more space, whatever you want to call it or how you want to look at it. Mag, he blinks away before they catch him. Less Fissure. Ooh, they see him with the sentry, but too far away. Top lane, Ursa just ported in here, or blinked in even. They catch him. Support's coming. Skywrath has Mystic Flare, but the Impale missed. Out
Ursa
of range.
BKB now too. That'd be a really tough kill.
Him. No basher though or anything like that for Ursa. Can't stop. He's pretty committed towards that axe, which he almost has. 2,300 gold saved up. And he has the point booster, of course. TA, what is he looking for next? Okay, it's going to be a butterfly. This is Void. BKB just finished. MKB definitely not in the works here yet. Although once he sees that butterfly, I'm sure that's probably going to be an option for him.
They're looking for Nyx here.
Sentry at the rune area. Oh, they catch him. You know he's here now. Yep. Catch up to him. They can. There's the Void though coming in. Chronosphere. No, he's just gonna go for the beatdown. Hey, there's that Chronosphere. Catches more, including Chaos Knight, who drops on that Mystic Flare, assisting a lot of damage too to make the trio happen. In the back lines, they do lose a couple though. Magnus and Nixus hasn't picked off. And now Nisha's running in with a full BKB. Patos is still here to assist. Missed the initial enchant totem, but Skywrath Mage is no longer here. Double kill for TA, and it could be more. Jakiro, good luck standing your ground. Eel Scepter going to be taken out. They quickly run up there with the Purge. Templar Assassin though, caught by the Ice Path. Long durations of Bash procs, and they will take out TA. And now Jakiro having to deal with Patos, and he's able to do so effectively. The Liquid Fire causing issue. And somehow Effect does come out on top of the fight of the end. So we watched them initially while a couple of their other heroes were getting picked off elsewhere, just below them. But that Chronosphere to start obviously was huge.
Yeah, if Earthshaker didn't run out of mana there, I think they'd win that fight. But he just didn't have any more buttons left to peel. Man, games get weird when you get two people just woefully ahead of the rest of the game. Like, TA and Void are both a full item ahead of anyone else, and your supports just start to feel sad. Like, they just get beat down so easily. It was basically a 1v1 there, and the rest of them were just kind of pawns.
Bases put in TA where the big factors in that fight, but Zedoy is trying to do Roshan right here, and the trap's scouting this the whole time. And there's a gem picked up on Magnus, though. Kill the trap. Phantasm Army is going to be burned down pretty quickly.
No chrono and no RP here.
Oh, Chaos, that's going in. They figure now's the time. Oh, Earthshaker jumped into the ice path as well. He doesn't even have Echo Slam. He's trying to get away now. Force Staff. He's perked up, but he's over the ledge, so he's good. Roshan still has a lot of life left.
Chrono's up now too, though. So's RP.
Time is money.
Full dive there from kinguin. Echo Slam's up in 20 as soon as TA jumps in. Mag reacts.
This gem is paying off so big right now.
Pretty dark on the map here. All of a sudden for kinguin, they got a little bit of vision at their top rune area, but other than that, it's just traps here and there. Which they do have one in the Roshan pit again, which we've really seen that's not being done, of course. Arcane rune. Magnus. More value out of the RP now.
Gold and sweet.
They actually smoke up right here. They were not seen doing it.
They can get Pathos. It's the most important person to do the clean pick off on. If you stop that CC from coming in, the rest of the fight looks pretty clean.
Just barely on the outside. Finally, they get exposed. Exotic Deer going to be found first, and Bill hits him. Kaysor, he jumps in as well, but the Chrono Spirit hits just the Ursa, but it's going to drop him in the midst of it. He's staying dead. No buyback to be had. Jakiro hiding away Nisha, meanwhile. As they do get a couple more kills on Chaos Ancient Apparition there. It's that Echo Slam going off. A pretty good one. Catches a couple himself, but the follow-up damage is not there. TA again. He's dealing with Jakiro this whole time. Trying to run him down, and Jakiro's doing a hell of a job kiting, and now the return damage. Nisha's in trouble. Nisha will end up falling. Has a buyback, but this is going to be a late commitment buyback, this middle tier 3.
Creep's just in perfect position to instantly force buybacks. They already have it in the base.
Won't last long.
Get a couple, but the TA's the big one. That's the one they might be scared of.
That's also the one they're going to push for. These two without Echo are not enough.
And there you go. The bottom gap in, but just a little bit too late. Matherax is still going to fall.
Dyer's middle barracks have fallen.
Now, of course, they start retreating, or trying to at least. They get caught with the dust. Time Annihilation comes out if they kill the TA again. The bash box happening. That's a dieback for TA. 100 seconds. Earthshaker goes down. And this could be the beginning of the end now for effect. They're going to make the way top lane. Ursa's up in 10 seconds. Chaos Knight, remember, he's a support.
Middle barracks have fallen.
That's scary.
Ooh, nice.
Dyer's top tower has fallen. Dyer's
This top Matherax now goes out. Well, maybe gonna stay alive a little bit longer.
Little down.
He's trying to distract. He'll get pulled in though by the Skewer Zedoy. Time walking away. Exotic Deer running after them with that BKB. And in rage. Running around now though. Look at Aphanine. She's plenty alive. He's still gonna go. Yields them up. Macrofire's put down with the ice path. And look at Ursa start melting away. Once again, no buyback. You call GG. This should be it for effect.
Yeah. I mean, this is an unrecover deficit. 22,000 gold. 2 sets of rats already. They either go for the end here or they back up and get Roche because they're still a tier 2 sitting bottom.
On tier 4.
Dyer's middle tower is under pressure.
Actually, a little bit surprised they're not calling it GG here, but they got Earthshaker up. Echo Slam, 25 seconds. So still doesn't have it. Ice Blast on 30 here at this point.
This is really flexing the power of this for Jakiro, though. I mean, he kept an extremely farm TA busy and still didn't die.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Jakiro was a great final pick, I guess. It's tough to me. And Aphanine obviously played it very well. And I gotta say, the few times I've seen before Jakiro, he really seems like he actually has a lot of impact. Another example. And continues to kind of, as you put it out, flex this idea of the hero.
It's almost like a counter core, right? He's never going to do the most damage. He's never going to like have this really sweet game-winning individual